14 right now. It's morning right now. I'm actually starting on time, exactly on time today. Actually a little bit earlier, so when I have a lot of time to, not a lot of time, when I be starting exactly on time. And the way things went yesterday, man, it was terrible. So I'm like really pumped right now to actually start working and actually get that 5 hours done. Because the way we finished off yesterday was so terrible. It's like, wow, it's just it's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, I'm about to start working right now. I just came from dropping my niece off for school. And then yeah, I'm about to start some work right now. And let's hope, there's no let's hope. I know we're gonna get 5 hours today. I know for a fact we are going to get 5 hours. It may not be in the morning, it may not be in the afternoon, but I know we're gonna get 5 hours today. Either in the morning or in the afternoon. So yeah, I'll get into it right now. Another thing, I feel like yesterday, it did teach you kind of a lesson, like, yeah, the little things like that could just knock me off from like the more, like, my schedule. Cause now, because I didn't come home on time yesterday, I couldn't even get 3 hours or even an hour than yesterday. It was like the littlest things I'm like, sticking to your schedule. It keeps your momentum going, and if you come off of that schedule for like a reason that's not a good reason at all, it can mess up your whole schedule. So it's like, dang, now I know how it works and what I'm supposed to be doing and what I'm not supposed to be doing, and yeah, so now I know. Because I didn't do my schedule yesterday properly, I didn't follow it. My bike stolen, but if I had followed it, I would have my bike right now. But it happens to the rest of us. Right now I'm pumped to start some work, and then yeah, I'm gonna get inside right now. I'll start working. Work block A.
Round 1.
Work block E, and what I learned was the U.S. dollar index, and what I also learned was why the U.S. dollar is so strong. So first reason why the U.S. dollar is strong: the U.S. dollar is a reserve currency of a lot of central banks. What that means is a lot of banks hold the U.S. currency just like, let's say, in the bag for any trades that need to be done, since the U.S. currency, the U.S. dollar, is a medium of exchange. And what I mean by that is this: let's say one currency wants to trade something with another currency, right? Instead of them trading or buying or exporting or importing that thing with their own currency, they use the U.S. dollar as a medium of exchange. Since the U.S. dollar is highly used for many things in the world. A lot of things are valued in U.S. dollar. Example, like gold. Gold is valued in U.S. dollar, and oil is valued in U.S. dollar. So a lot of banks hold U.S. dollar as a medium of exchange. And that's not the only reason why the U.S. dollar is strong. Another reason the U.S. dollar is strong is because when times of turmoil happens in countries, investors run to invest into the U.S. dollar, because for some reason when times of turmoil happen, the U.S. dollar is always strengthening. A lot of people, a lot of investors, put their money into the U.S. dollar to keep their capital the same price, so the capital does not decline. The capital stays at the same price because for some reason the U.S. dollar always keeps on. The U.S. dollar always stays strong when times of turmoil happens, and the reason for that is because, as I said before, a lot of investors run to invest into the U.S. dollar, which in return pushes the value of the U.S. dollar up, even if times of turmoil is happening. Like COVID-19 was a good example. When COVID-19 was happening, the U.S. dollar and other currencies in the world was declining. But since people were seeing the U.S. dollar as like a currency that's strong at all times, they invested into the U.S. dollar, which in return kept the U.S. dollar afloat and kept it rising. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why the U.S. dollar is very, very strong, and it will always, it may not always remain strong, but for now, for a very long time, the U.S. dollar will be the strongest currency in the world. But second to the U.S. dollar, another currency that's below the U.S. dollar that's very close. I think banks hold 20% of the reserve currency in that currency is the Euro dollar, EUR. So at first, banks hold 60% of the reserve currency in U.S. dollar, and they hold 20% of the reserve currency in the Euro dollar, EUR. Yeah. Another thing that I learned was the U.S. dollar index. The U.S. dollar index is a okay, let me just explain it in a way that I think the best way for me to explain it. You see how the stock market has something called an index fund, where it's a combination of a bunch of companies, or top 50 companies, and that's like an average of the price. Well, it's basically the same thing for a U.S. dollar index fund. A U.S. dollar index fund is a bunch of the top currencies in the world into one index, and it shows or helps you realize the value of the U.S. dollar. So if that index is up, that shows the U.S. dollar is down. But if that index is down, that shows the U.S. dollar is up. And how you can use as a trader is, let's say you're trading. Okay, there are six, 24 in total. But there are 6 individual currencies that are in the index. There's the Canadian, the krona, which is the Swedish, the CHF, the GBP, the euro, and the Japanese yen. So there are 6, but in total there are 24 because the euro is a combination of 19 of them, and the other 5 form 24. Yeah. So how it works is like this. Let's say, since the euro holds about 50% of the indices, 50% of it. If you see the euro is down, that means the U.S. dollar is up, and if the euro is up, that means the U.S. dollar is most likely going to be down. So yeah, that's how it works. And for a trader, how you can use this for being as a trader, you can use this to see, like, let's say I want to trade EUR USD, and I go into the US the US index, and I see that the euro is up. I'm then gonna say, okay, I'm gonna go long against euro, and I'm gonna short USD. So yeah, that's what I learned. That's what I learned about the US dollar index and why the USD is so strong. So yeah, I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break, and I'm gonna get into work block B. I'm feeling kind of good right now. I'm gonna see if we could do another 2 hours. Then yeah, so work block B coming soon.
Round 2.
Block B, what I learned was how gold prices move in the market. And how gold prices move is like this. Gold is something that retains its value. It doesn't go down a lot, or well, it doesn't go down a lot. It always retains its value no matter what. So in the market, let's say we're in a recession, most people are more intelligent investors will take their money out of cash, out of like currencies which aren't holding their value, and put it into the dollar. And the reason for this is this: since the U.S. currency correlates with the with gold. If the U.S. dollar is down, that means gold is up. So and if gold is up, that means the U.S. dollar is down. So let's say USD is in the U.S. economy is in a downtrend. Most investors would invest their money into the dollar, because that means the dollar will be going up. And it's the same thing for the vice versa. If the U.S. economy is really high right now or going up, most intelligent investors will take that money out of the dollar and put it into the U.S. dollar, or try to invest it into the U.S. dollar. And this is one of the reasons why this is one of the reasons why gold moves in the market, why it goes up, why it fluctuates in a period of time. Another thing I learned about was how gold affects AUD USD, and how it affects AUD USD is this way. Australian dollar is the third most producer of gold producer. Okay, so what I mean by that is they import 1.8% of gold per year. And so if gold is down, if the price of gold is down, that means AUD would be up. If the price of gold is up, that means AUD would be down. AUD USD would be down. So let's say the price of gold is up, since gold correlates with I lied. The reason that gold affects AUD USD is because AUD's currency is backed by gold reserves. That's why it's backed by gold reserves. So if AUD is up, that means gold is down. The price of gold is down. If the price of gold is up, that means AUD is down. So yeah, that's why gold affects AUD USD, the Australian dollar against the USD dollar. So there were some other things that I learned, but I'm just kind of giving you the gist of what it is that I learned. So right now I'm about to get into work block C, which is going to be an hour, and then that should end of the day, or sessions for today. So yeah, let's get into work block C.
Round 3.
block C, got that hour done. I ain't gonna lie, before I started work block C, actually no, 15 minutes into doing work block C, I took like a 20-minute nap. I was kinda tired, I won't lie. But yeah, I finished work block C. I finished all the 5 hours that I said I was gonna do in the morning. Well, yeah, in the morning of my day, and not in the afternoon. So it's looking like I have the rest of the afternoon to edit a video and just chill a little bit, I guess. But what I had learned was how I know about the different currencies, the different currency and the G8 currencies, and how they or just the information about each one of them and how each of them works, how gold affects each one of them, how the currency affects each one of them, how inflation affects each one of them, how USD correlates with all of them. Honestly, there's not really much for me to say. I think all the things that I learned in the past lessons was brought into those lessons. So on baby pips, it gave me the time of the country, and it gave me information about the country, how the USD works, how the monetary policy was for each country, and things like that. I'm not gonna go through each currency and say what I learned, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So I kind of have like a I'm kind of overwhelmed a little bit. What I learned just now, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm learning for work block C, and yeah, I finished A, B, and C today. That concludes 5 hours. Honestly, but yeah, that concludes 5 hours, and yeah, that concludes day 13 or 14. I think it's day 13. I'm on near my laptop right now, but yeah, we got 5 hours done today. This is only the start. Let's see if we can actually do tomorrow again. So yeah, that concludes day 13 or 14. One of them, I don't know which one was. But yeah, let's get into it. Well, let's not get into it. I'm done now. I'm gonna go edit the video and show. And maybe play some Fortnite. Yeah. See you guys for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for day 14 or 15. I don't know which one it is, but I think day 14. But yeah,